So hello and welcome along again today to Eclipse Motorcycles. Nice and early this morning, we've got a few bikes to test ride. First one we're going to be looking at is SYM SR125. Lovely little bike from SYM. And we're just going to have a quick look around that bike. So nice disc brake to the rear of this, obviously a twist and go scooter, and main stand and side stand. Another nice big disc with those braided hoses to the front, and that nice cluster of lights to the front with the indicators just up by the front hand, so nice and easily visible. Tiny little screen on this as well, some nice mirrors, and they're just working down the side, and you do have these foot pegs for your passenger to just pop out, or you can just pop them back in. Nice exhaust cover to this as well, so obviously climbing on and off the bike for your passenger, they're not going to get a burnt leg. And you've got those nice springs to the rear, those nice red springs. So we're just going to take this out. There's a nice amount of stowage under the seat as well. Glove box just to the front of it. Now the dash on this, very well set out. So looking at the dash, kilometers on the outside, miles an hour on the inside. Very easy to notice then. 9 o'clock is going to be 30 mile an hour, 10 is 40, 11 is 50, straight up in the middle, 12 o'clock is 60 mile an hour. So very easy to remember what speed you are by 9, 10, 11, 12. Just going to fire this one up straight off the button. Nice big fuel gauge down the center of the bike here, time and your odometer there, which is in kilometers, but obviously you can set it for miles. Nice easy display of those indicators either side as well, and your main beam just to the top with your engine management light just set in the clocks at the bottom. Left hand display, you've got your main beam, and by pressing this down you also get a seat open, indicators and the horn to the bottom. Obviously no kill switch on this, but just a start button. So we're just going to take this one out, put some miles on it, and just show you what this little SYM does. And obviously slight difference in the warranty on these. These come with a 5-year warranty. Obviously you pay a little bit more money, and just from the off, just wind that power on. And we're straight up to 30 mile an hour already, up to 40, and we're just going to hold it there. Nice steady 40 mile an hour for the purposes of ride test, like I do with all of my bikes. Sit at a nice steady 40 for the first 500 kilometers, which is what they reckon. And then obviously up to 1500 kilometers second service, you can go up to 50 mile an hour. Once you get past your 1500 kilometers, then you're obviously good to go. Now, people have said, why do we have to run a bike in? These are already checked in the factory and given a bit of running, but obviously for the longevity of the bike and the longevity of the engine, we do say take your time in it. It's a brand new engine. Give it some time just to get itself used to what it's doing. And then we can obviously show you what it does, but we always say take it easy. It's like having a new baby. Let it walk before it can run. So we're going to do my normal one, which is ride circuit one, down the dual carriageway, round the roundabout, back up the other side of the dual carriageway, and then we can get some miles on it. So straight up to 40, no issues. And we're going to do a few of my quick checks that I'd normally do when I am prepping a bike. So first one is to check those mirrors and see what the view of the road is behind. Now I've got a slight bit of arm taking up about a quarter of the mirror, but I've got plenty of view on those nice wide mirrors. So the SYM mirror is very good on these. Perfect view of my display, just a quick glance down, I can tell exactly what I'm doing. And it is quite a cold morning this morning. Thank God for a nice big heavy bike jacket and those Kevlar jeans. So a couple of the things that we will be doing. First one is obviously one hand off, just to check the stability of the bike. Holds a nice straight line. Are my levers exactly level? Yes, they are. Obviously new bikes, we like to check that both levers feel exactly the same height, they've got the right position. If it's a manual bike, I'd be looking at that gear shifter. Can I get my foot under it? Can I get my foot over it? Or is it uncomfortable? Does the gear shift need just moving a little bit? Obviously this is a twist and go scooter, so I don't need to do that. And then obviously it's had its PDIs and bolt checks already. It's had 2 lots of QCs now, and we are just obviously racking up the mileage just to test the reliability of the engine, make sure we've got no engine issues, make sure we've got no running issues, make sure all the brakes are working fine as well, and we do this on absolutely every bike that comes through. Now we've got a lot of bikes going out this week. I think we've got about 6 bikes that are due to go out. I've got another 5 or 6 booked for next week, and we are selling bikes left, right and centre. Quick shoulder check down the dual carriageway, see if there's nothing coming up my inside, and I can obviously see in my mirrors that there wasn't as well, but as I said before on previous videos, I do like to do my shoulder checks. So seating position on this, there's ample room for me to get my feet up into that footwell. Seat on this is very, very comfortable, and it does cushion me just to the base of my back as well, so slight drop in the seat and then it rips up into the back of the seat, into the passenger part, so it does cushion you and hold you very well. So a nice padded seat from SYM. And we're just about to come off the dual carriageway. Just a quick check over the shoulder, make sure I've got nothing behind me, and then we're going to come in off on this dual carriageway onto the off ramp, round the roundabout, and then back down the other side, and then we're going to do our urban circuit, ride circuit 2, like we normally would. So nice easy view of that indicator, just tells me that I am going right. So very, very easy visual display on this SYM. Everything you need is there, it's not overcomplicated. And then just to check the brakes, now this has got a lot of engine braking actually. I'm not using a lot of front brake to pull in, so the torque on this is very, very good. Obviously, if you watch the start of the video, I'm going to probably have a few comments. People are going to go, there's no reg plate on that bike. Why are you riding with no reg plate? I actually have my trade plate in my jacket on my back. So it makes it very, very easy for car drivers to realise I am not a new learner. I'm actually an experienced rider on trade plates. So hence why I have my trade plate now on my back and visible for other car drivers. Hence the reason why some of the bikes don't have number plates, or if I do test rides, then I normally have my trade plate either over the rear, or I have it on my back in my jacket. And from the off, it does pull very, very well. So just coming in, I'm going to come in hard on the rear brake first, and that pulls up very, very sharp. So much so, it's almost jettisoned me off the seat. So that rear brake, obviously, with the SYMs, all the new Euro 4 bikes, they've all got the combined braking. Those tyres gripping the road very, very well. So a nice steady 42 again. And then just a quick shoulder check and back onto the dual carriageway one more time. And that little SYM 125 engine just purring away below me, doing what it needs to do. As an urban commuter, if you've got a big car, or you're heading into town, or you want something for your daily shop, and you're not going to be obviously using the bike very much, or you're going to be using it on a daily basis, just to and from work, you're not going to be using it to go out and enjoy sort of the thrills of bike riding with your friends, twist and go is the way to go. If you're looking, obviously you're a new rider, 17, bikes are going to be the thing for you. You're looking at just something as a step through until you get your A1, A2 licence, then I would always say go geared motorcycle. That will teach you obviously all about using clutch, gearbox, engine braking, and that would be the way to go for you before you obviously step up to a big bike. So just coming down the other side of the dual carriageway, quick shoulder check, we're pulling over to the right. I don't think I'm going to beat these green lights to the roundabout, so just covering the brake just in case I need to brake down. I'm just going to pull hard on that front brake. Ooh, oh, these brakes are absolutely phenomenal on this little sim. They really stop. So should you need to use them in emergency, now that was a little bit of front and then followed up by the back brake, just to get a bit of traction on that rear wheel. These brakes pull up very, very well. I'm going to be heading down to town in a second, do the urban circuit next. And I've got absolutely no idea why someone is bibbing. So just coming down the urban circuit now, I'm going to go back into town and just show you what it's like around town, on the corners as we say, and in town traffic. As usual, position 1 on the road, and it pulls very, very well. Nice little couple of potholes there, and that SYM suspension just doing what it needs to do, soaking up the bumps. So 9 o'clock, pulling it down 30 mile an hour, and you know exactly where your speedo is. So it only takes a quick glance just to see 9, 10, 11 and 12 what your speed is, 30, 40, 50 and 60, so clock's very, very good on this bike. And just coming in, I'm going to be heading into town. I always do my top 5 of the SYMs, or top 5 of any motorcycle. So SYM SR125, handling absolutely superb. Braking on this is super efficient, really pulls down quickly, so it's going to be a full 10 out of 10 for me. Reliability, with that 5-year warranty, that's going to be another 10 out of 10 for me. Economy, these things just chew up the miles and they don't use a lot of fuel, so another 10 on that one as well, so 30 out of 30 so far. Comfort, this seat's quite nice actually, obviously not as well padded as some of the big scooters, but it does the job, so I'm going to give that a 9 on that. And just pulling it down for the speed camera again, bang on 30. And then the final one, overall looks and what I would call buyability of a bike. Yes, it's a nice little scooter. Obviously I'm not a huge scooter lover, but A to B commuter. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 because there's not much storage, but you do have that little pocket at the front. You've got enough to put under the seat, but shopping wise, if you're going out to get a couple of bags of shopping, you would struggle. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of that. So overall 48 out of 50, not bad for that little SYM SR. It does what it says. It's a scooter, it's got a 5-year warranty, it's backed up by the SYM brand, but obviously you do pay quite a bit of money for a SYM model compared to other brands with their 2-year warranty, but do just as good a job. So just coming back into town. And this is why I like to keep a nice steady distance from any vehicle in front. If you happen to look at that lorry, he's dripping sand or gravel or stones everywhere, so I'm just sitting back nicely off of him. Don't want any of his rubbish on me. So currently 26 in, need to get a few more and then we're done. So if you're in the market for a nice little ped, twist and go, obviously pop down and see the guys at Eclipse Motorcycles. We have got a lot in stock, so we've got full X-Moto range. Obviously if you do want a SYM, we can source you one of those. Or if you fancied one of our nice cruisers. I think we've got one left. We did have 4 in the front showroom, sold most of those. I have 1 left, so if you're up for a got one of those. And obviously we do full stock of bike gear, bike accessories, anything you need. It's all available at Eclipse Motorcycles, so we're just going to get the final couple of K on, and we'll leave the ride test here because I don't want to make this video too long for you. Just a quick ride out on this SYM SR125. As I say, if you like it, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, give us a thumbs up, smash the hell out the bell, gives you notifications of when my next ride video is going to be popping up, and all the social media on my website, all the links are on there, so go to www.revbomb.co.uk, all the merch is in there as well. Follow the guys at Eclipse Motorcycles, they're on Facebook, just look for the picture of the scooters, Eclipse Motorcycles, but the link is on my main Revbomb page. And then of course they've got their website, Eclipse Motorcycles MK, stands for Milton Keynes, .co.uk. Give those guys a follow, or you can obviously give them a call, 01908 643 603. Give the bike sales team a call if you are interested in anything at all. Full range of equipment, motorcycles, and if you just want advice, give the team a call. I'm glad to help you guys out. Until then, I'll be signing out, wishing you safe riding, be well, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next ride.